Have you had any run-ins?
I'm really trying to think. I don't think I have.
You have on telly on EastEnders.
Come on, we got now.
We've been rambled by the old fuss.
Unlikely friends, but friends to the end.
So welcome back to our celebrity edition of Unlikely Friends with my wife Emma, Jill, Leigh,
hello,
and me, Jade. But you can send in your request to our podcast, which is unlikelyfriends@global.com. So send your request. But we are going to get stuck in to our celebrity guest today.
Yeah, Mondays is the famous person's one, isn't it?
I read out something last
Okay.
time. Jill, you go.
Vicky McClure.
Oh.
She's lovely, Vicky McClure.
What are you saying?
Hi, Unlikely Friends. I'm Vicky McClure. So I do a lot of crime drama. I've got Trigger Point 3 coming out soon. Can you tell me if you've had any brushes with the law?
Have you had any brushes with the law?
Yep.
Ooh.
What, calling
Couldn't
them
tell you.
or like a run-in? Like a run-in with the law?
Yeah.
A run-in?
No, but I...
Oh, Leah's.
Have you? Have you? A few times.
What did you do? No, when you met me, I'm thinking about.
When I met you?
The night you met me.
Oh, shit, yeah. The night I met Jill, I was with my friend Pelly, and we said, shall we get another beer and just walk home? Because it was either taxi or another beer. So we got another beer. We walked home. We got almost home, just at the bottom of our street where I lived in, Old Farmley. And a car was following us. I said, that car's following us. And then it pulled up at the side of us really fast. So we jumped through a garden, went through all these gardens, and they're chasing us. And then we got to this big fence. Luckily, because I'm quite agile on my feet, I got over the fence and I just saw Pelly getting his arms over, and then I pulled him over. And, oh shit! And then the guy came over, and I thought, well, he's already got Pelly. One of us might as well survive. So I ran. I'm running up the hill. And then I got to the house, tried to put my key in, because we had a little porch where you put my BMX in your shoes and stuff. And I'm laid down on the floor, trying not to breathe because I could hear him circling. And I'm like this on the floor. Because I've been running. It sounded like I've not been running, I've been doing something else, and I'm trying to keep it quiet.
But I thought he was nervous as well.
And then I saw the light come on, and my mum come down, and she went, what's going on, what's going on? And there's someone chasing us, and they've got Pelly. And then she put light on, and my dad came down, and then suddenly we saw Pelly in the back of a car coming down the street, waving. And it were plainclothes police. And they said, why did you run? Went, because you didn't say stop where the police.
Yeah.
And,
Could have been anyone.
Yeah, so they chased us. And yeah, that was the night I met Jill, when Richard Pell, my mate Pelly, said, I think you'll be with her forever or not at all. I went, well, it's either or, isn't it? What a good guess.
Oh, so you weren't actually doing anything wrong, but you just got chased by the police?
No, they were just watching it. And we had like suits on, so we looked like we're going out. We used to wear a suit. And what's another time?
You're not going to commit crime in a suit, are you?
You know, suit with tie on.
Unless you like.
Unless you got a mask on with it.
I was playing on the top of a roof at a school once with my mates, and we lifted up the skylight, and it was the toilet, and we thought it'd be funny to fill that toilet with the stones that were on the roof. You know, there's loads of stones on the roof.
pebbles.
Yeah. Little pebbles. So we just filling it, laughing, and then police came. We all ran and got caught and stuff. And someone, I think his name was Reader, the school bully. He got away, and can you imagine what I'm like? Was anyone else doing it? Yeah, Reader was.
Remind me to never do a crime with you.
And then they said, tell your parents that we'll come around to your house, and we'll be around about 6. So I went home and told them what happened, and police are coming. And the police didn't come; they were just telling us off, really.
Right, just scaring
But
you.
then for weeks after, Reader at school was after me. Because I said that he did it as well.
Grassed him up.
Yeah, I grassed him up.
Oh,
and then he was after me for ages. Then he got me in the library, and he pommeled me on the head, and I fell on the floor. And I got up and I went, didn't hurt. And then he pommeled me again, and I fell on the floor again. And I got up and I went, didn't hurt. And then he pommeled me again.
Oh my God.
And I fell on the floor and I thought, oh shit, that hurt. If he pommels, it is hurt.
Now you've
I'll
learnt
just
your
say it. I just
lesson.
got up and I went, yeah, that hurt. And then he walked out, but I shit myself when he got me in the library. I thought, here it is. Because I couldn't take him at all. But his mate, Fudgy,
Fudgy.
He
It's had real names. They all have weird names.
Reader and Fudgy.
Fudge. I love that Fudgy's the hard one, but his name's Fudge.
No, Fudgy wasn't as hard as Reader, I don't think. He passed our house when I was going to school, and I thought, like, one of them, I've got to get it over with. So I went out and I went, go on then, pick on me now. And he went, oh, so just joking, Lou, just joking. I mean, he would have probably battered me because I was soft as shit, but and if that's the end. And if you're listening, Fudgy or Reader,
Don't beat me up.
but bullies are wrong.
I don't think I've ever been in and had a run-ins with the police, but I thought I was going to once because I remember I must have been about 12, maybe 11 or 12. I was in Roman Road Market, and I remember, you know, when you was a kid and you said put your arms in your jacket. So you take your arms out your sleeves and to keep yourself warm.
Oh yeah.
And I was walking down the road and I looked down and there was a £50 note on the floor. And
£50?
Yeah, £50 note in the market. And I'm like 12. About 12. Right, so I've seen it and I'm looking around, I'm thinking, oh shit, this is a wind up here. And I thought, I've got to have that. So I leaned down with my arms in my jacket. It was perfect. It don't look like it was me, right? So I've leaned down, picked it up, slipped it up in my pocket. I've got home, didn't say anything. The whole time I'm thinking, I'm going to get nicked here. Police are going to come and arrest me for something. Thankfully, I didn't. So that's my only nearly run-in. I didn't say anything. I've got all the way home. And when I got home, can you imagine? I've done the whole day shopping with my mum in Roman Road Market, stressing out. I'm sweating in my jacket. I get home and I'm like, Mum, I just found this. Right, it was wow.
Do you know what? Kids today will never find money on the floor, will they? Because not many people use money
anymore.
Right? When you used to find money when you were a kid, a fiver or a tenner.
It's the best.
Yeah. Especially down the sofa, if it was actually yours.
Yeah,
and then you're like, yes.
Well, it's lovely when you find money in your pocket, innit? When you go, oh.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
20 quid.
It still gives you joy, doesn't it?
Finding money.
I'm really trying to think. I don't think I have.
You have.
You have on telly on EastEnders.
Give you money. You work.
Did I get caught by the police?
Yeah.
On EastEnders?
Yeah.
Did you have
beat
your
someone
voice?
up or
When
someone?
you roughing someone up and then you got nicked. Yeah, but I don't think I got caught.
Oh,
there you go.
Did you have your voice or did you have, leave it at Gaffney, you fucker? Did you have that voice?
Yeah, I had that voice, yeah. Come on, we got to go.
Enough.
We've been rambled by the old fuzz.
Emma Bunton trying to mug you. Behave.
Stop it. Holding her
Go
head
on,
like
I'll
that.
tell you, Mum.
While she's scrapping.
I know Pauline.
That was always the weird thing about that. I always got kind of cast as someone really
As a little
quite
as a little
creepy.
Because
toe
you've got
rag.
that angelic face, that's
Yeah.
why. So it's always
It's
the
the
like unlikely
juxtapose of
ones.
it.
Yeah, because I did the bill and I was
Did
someone,
you?
Yeah, I had to play someone really rough in that.
Did you?
And then EastEnders had to beat someone up.
It was your rough
And
upbringing,
then-
mate. That's what it was.
I'm a little fucker. I'm a little fucker, Gaffney.
I'm a little fucker from Vinci. That's
Amazing.
funny.
Oh my god.
But
Hilarious.
no, I've never been in trouble with the
Yeah.
police.
She is angelic, my
And
wife.
I'm
Leave her
from the,
alone.
I've got grew up on the scalliest of areas and I've never had a brush-in with the law. No. Never.
See?
I was too scared of
We're
my
good
mother. My
girls.
mother would have battered me if I'd have gone anywhere near.
She was above the law.
If I'd have nicked anything, if I'd have done
am the law.
anything.
I actually just remember a time.
Go on.
And it actually really scared me. But I was driving my first car, my little MG Metro. It was
just remembered
battered.
as well.
It was battered car. And I'm driving down the road and all of a sudden this car started flashing me. And of course, I was like, got a bit frightened and I looked behind, it was the police and they pulled me over. And they pulled me over, scared the life out of me because my back light had gone.
Yeah.
And I was a bit like, that's really unfair because you could see
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
very young. My first obviously very young driver.
Yeah.
And he went, your lights out, can't be driving around. I said, oh, it must have just gone but it was a bad old car.
I
There was
think-
so much wrong with it.
I think I was about to say as well, like I think everyone when you was younger, you get always getting pulled over by the
Yeah.
police,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
think they probably do that to kind of like put a little bit of
Yeah.
fear in kids
'Cause
because like
they're young.
It's a bit of speeding and stuff.
Yeah.
so
yeah,
I
or,
think you can get away
or
with
just
it.
like you said, just like a little light like situation, but yeah, it was not nice.
I just remember as well, I've been pulled by the police. Would you remember that time we were driving up to Leeds? I was pregnant, like quite heavily pregnant with Matilda, and it was our first Christmas in the other house, and we were driving, and I didn't know where I was going, and I was really, really pregnant. Leigh couldn't drive then, we were driving up to Leeds, and we were going on the roundabout, Potter's Bar, going onto the M25, and a police car just came out and just put his lights on straight away and pulled me right over, sort of on the motorway. I was like, I absolutely shit myself. And I think I just started crying. I was like, I'm pregnant. And he's like, I need to see your driving license. And I showed him my driving license. And it's like, and it had a different address in it because we'd moved house. And But I remember just being, and it wasn't horrible or anything. It wasn't even being awful. I was just like beside myself because he'd pulled me over.
It's just nerve-wracking,
yeah,
isn't it? Because you're like, what have I done?
I haven't done anything wrong. What have I done?
When I was a kid, my mate Dalesy, his dad bought him a car from a car boot
The only
sale.
person who doesn't have a nickname is Keith Lemon, the real Keith Lemon.
Yeah.
Everybody else has got a name.
They bought him a white Escort, and he would drive around it. He wasn't old enough. He was like 16, and I can remember the first time I was in there with his dad, and he's going up Butterball Drive. That sounds like I've just made that up as well, doesn't it? Butterball Drive. That's where I lived. And his dad was going, "You're fucking labouring it. You're fucking labouring it. What are you fucking labouring it for?" Dad, I can't fucking drive. and I'm just sitting back smiling. Anyway, we drive all over that summer. I was at Showcase Cinema in the car park, and police pulled us over. And sometimes we couldn't all fit in the car.
Hang on, were you all driving around, but he couldn't drive? He didn't have a licence?
No. And sometimes we couldn't all fit in the car, so someone would have to get in the boot. And I think on that day, I had to get in the boot. And so I got pulled over, and I could hear, again, the police circling the car. I thought, oh, I'm in so much trouble now. My dad's going to kill me. And they opened boot, and it wasn't the police. It was another mate, Tubbs, whose voice broke before ours, pretending to be a policeman and all pointing at me. I shit myself. My dad's going to kill me. Have you got no sense at all? You've got in a boot. You've got a car boot. If you can't fit in the car, you shouldn't be in it. And you should be in it anyway, because he's only 16, and he fucking labours it. He's a labourer.
I wonder if that's why you got your claustrophobia now in the back of a car.
Oh, yeah.
That it comes from that.
Yeah.
We'll put you in the boot next time. Check it out.
Okay, so I got a G in maths, an E in music in my GCSEs, but I can't be that bad because I've got things like our dementia choir now, Day Fever, I've sang on a single that got to #1 in the iTunes. So what is it that you were really bad at school that you've become really good at now?
Singing. I love the reaction. I know that's laughing with joy. Obviously.
Yeah, of course. There's an agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you bad at school, but you've become good at now?
Well, I was quite shy at school. I remember thinking, having lovely friends and really enjoying school, but being quite shy. And so now people say, well, how do you get up on stage after being... So I think that's probably something for me.
Overcome shyness.
Yeah, overcome shyness.
I was exactly the same.
Jade was painfully shy.
I was
really shy.
so shy when I was a kid. I remember I'd walk in, I don't know, I'd be with my parents and we'd walk in somewhere, and I'm quite honest with our kids, being polite, and when you walk into a room, you say hello to everyone. I'm like that with my kids, but when I was a kid, I couldn't. There was something inside me that wouldn't. I was so shy. I'd walk in and just have my head down, and I couldn't say hello to people. Yeah. And I remember I used to go to work with my dad when I was really little, and I had a portable black and white television, tiny little thing with a tiny little screen.
Posh.
And I should just sit in the back of the car while he's working and see his friends, and I wouldn't be able to speak to people. Wow. And now I'm doing a bloody podcast.
And you don't stop talking to
To strangers.
Strangers.
Both of you really chatty and really, really sociable. But I was really shy as well.
Was you?
Really, really shy. Not like with friends in a small, but any kind of bigger environment. But I think maybe that's why you end up becoming more outgoing, because you make yourself.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I think you're right.
A lot of performers are shy, though, aren't they? It's still in real life, I think. And when
You were never shy, though. You were never shy.
Arrogance sometimes, and it's not just shy.
It's shy, and I think it also, when you perform as well, it's a persona you're putting on, right? It's almost like you're becoming a different person rather than.
And also,
yourself.
you have enough confidence or some sort of know-how that you're pretty good at doing it, I guess. So you're in a comfortable space because you're doing something that you know you're good at.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, maybe it's your jobs that made you less shy, maybe, because your jobs put you out there.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
You're forced into the situation. Yeah, I think that does definitely have something to do with
I
it.
found a Filofax the other day from back in the day.
I still have
My
one.
Filofax.
I
Yeah.
still have
you
Filofax.
do?
Yeah, I still have one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh my God, I am from the past.
But I loved looking through it because I'd written everything down to kind of going on auditions or like how much I spent that day on lunch. And it's all in this Filofax. And I remember thinking, wow, like being so shy, but actually really putting myself out there, you know, because it's nerve-wracking, isn't it? Going and auditioning for things and working, all those things. But I suppose that's what gives you the confidence.
I think that'd be an interesting book, My Filofax.
Yeah.
My Filofax.
Just and it looking like, you know, obviously the cover looking like your Filofax, and it almost everything in there how it was.
It's got everything. It's got down to my boyfriend didn't turn up tonight.
That's
Yeah.
But that's the nice thing about having a Filofax and still having one, is that I buy a refill every year, but I've kept all my refills for as long as I've had the Filofax for,
Really?
so
Yeah.
20 odd years, yeah. So I've got all of those.
That's your history, right? It's just
Yeah.
written down.
Never thought about it like
Brilliant.
that.
Have you
That's
got
really
stories
cool.
in there, or is it literally just what you've
It's
done?
just, week to view, just a little one, just like little notes,
Right.
but like not like a proper diary. Have you kept diaries? Did you ever keep a diary?
I've never kept a diary,
Did you ever
no.
keep a diary?
I would say that my Filofax is slightly diary, like it's got all things like that I've done,
thoughts.
or like I met up with Keely Hawes, who's an actress now, and Kelly Bright, and this was like when we were like 15, 16. And
Have
it
you done a
says little-
memoir?
No.
No.
I have. Leave Myself and I, the autobiography of me, Leigh Francis. Available on hardback or floppy software.
But
Would you do one?
I don't know. It's really weird because I thought I'd always wanted. So all the other Spice Girls have done one. I'm the only one that hasn't. But I quite like to write one, looking back because they've all written them at similar times.
Yeah.
Whereas I'd quite like to look back and have a different perspective,
Childhood and
a
stuff.
different perspective on it, I suppose, as well. But I did love the fact that when I was about, and I was thinking of you with Matilda as well, but. My mum wrote a diary through her pregnancy and my birth. And I read that when I was about 16, 17.
Is your mum going to do a book?
I know she should.
Come on.
shouldn't
Your
she?
mum
She's
could do
got
it.
great book ideas.
I
Yeah.
know.
Well, even if it's not about her life, but just, loads of ideas.
Ideas and silly.
yeah.
Well, you told her once to write that book because my mum's always got silly facts and things going on. And you told her to write that
got
book
to.
full of shit.
Yeah.
Call it
My
full of
book
shit.
full of shit. She
Her
should do.
diary wasn't full of shit, by the way. It was nice.
Yeah, toilet
but
book.
I think with her facts and ideas, and
Yeah.
she should definitely do something, I know. Because her party games.
Yeah.
I mean, where
The
does she come up with
best.
Well,
things
that's what
like
I'm
that?
saying. It could be all sorts in that book,
Yeah.
isn't it? And I think it's such a privilege to have a book. It is when I've done 8 books, Jade.
Have you?
Who would have thought?
Have you
'Cause I
done
can't spell
8
shit.
books?
Yeah, but you do when you have one out. You go, especially if you're not academic. You go, wow, wait, look what I've done.
Because you
I
wrote
made a
yours
book.
yourself as well, didn't
I
you?
love your
Yeah.
children's books.
Oh, thanks.
I used to read
Very
them
good.
to our kids. Yeah.
They were more sort of picture books, weren't they? My
Yeah,
kids'
but they were
books?
Yeah, but that's what
cute,
you
yeah.
want for kids.
Yeah. Well,
the kids
I
loved
wrote them. There was 3 different stories in there, and basically I knew how long you did story time for on a night. So, and I'd get bored me of certain books. So I thought if I had a book with 3 short stories, that's easier to read.
Yeah.
And it'd be quite gloaty having my own book to my children. And who's
Amazing.
that written by, Daddy? I wrote it. When you used to read stories for the kids, did you do the voices?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Always.
I love that part.
I know.
I miss that
I
part.
miss telling stories, and maybe that's the thing as well about the school. Like I hated reading at school, and I
Yeah.
think literally I would be like, oh my god, sweating because I hated reading out of school. And then I guess when you have kids, they don't know what you're talking about, do they? When you start reading to them when they're babies. But I think my reading got a bit better, but now it's gone to shit again.
Yeah.
But doing voices though. My kids were telling me to shut up. They didn't like the voices.
Same here.
They were like, just read the book. I'm like, I don't want the voices.
So back to the original question. That's probably something I've got better at. Reading loud because of the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vicky, for your question, Vicky
Yeah.
McClure. But if you're non-celebrity and you want to send a question in, send it into unlikelyfriends@global.com. And we're back next Thursday with
Thursday.
This Thursday.
This Thursday.
See you then.
See you then.
See you then.
Bye.
Merry Christmas. I'm going to keep saying it until
Happy New
Christmas.
Year.
Happy birthday.
Unlikely friends, but friends to the